Hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of Burton Ballers. So today we're going to do a little transfer daily because we've had some bizarre football news coming out and I just want to delve into it because I don't know how true it is. I think it's silly season gone mad, and this rumour is that Chelsea and Arsenal are ready to do business on a potential swap deal with two players. Who could this be? And we're also going to be looking at Antonio Rudiger and his situation at Chelsea after he was left out of the match team squad for our match against Liverpool yesterday. So these are the two stories that we're going to be concentrating on today. But before we get into the videos, guys, don't forget, like, subscribe, turn on all post notifications so that you'll be notified every time we make a video. So there's a tweet that came out by a sports lawyer today, which has caused a whole lot of activity on Twitter today, trending on Twitter, that Chelsea and Arsenal ready to do business. It was a vague comment, and it's got a lot of people speculating. So it's got even some news outlets are now looking at two players who they'll maybe considering as doing a swap deal, and some people have come out with Guendouzi to Chelsea in return, and then Callum Hudson-Odoi being swapped to go to Arsenal. To me, doesn't make any sense whatsoever, and I can't see this one happening. If it does, then knock me down with a feather, because I just cannot see this deal taking place. Do Chelsea need a Guendouzi? No. Would I want Guendouzi in our club? No. He's a nasty irritant of a player. He's already fallen out with Arsenal because Pep Guardiola's come in and he's been causing a lot of trouble in Arsenal, so Arsenal want to get rid. Frank Lampard is trying to build a nice team. You see now we were successful when we created a great team spirit under the likes of Jose Mourinho, Carlo Ancelotti, the likes. But so we don't want people who are going to be deemed troublemakers. So Frank Lampard isn't going to be getting in a troublemaker into the first team squad. Where would he fit in as well? He's not a true holding player. Is he any better than what we've got in that position? He's more of a sort of box-to-box player. We've got the likes of Kante doing that role, because apparently Kante was the one that I heard as well. It was out of either Hudson-Odoi or Kante, and reports are saying that Chelsea said no to Kante, but they are open to the idea of a swap deal involving Hudson-Odoi. So, but yeah, guys, I wouldn't pay too much attention with this one. I think it's silly rumours. Chelsea have come out and they said Hudson-Odoi are not going anywhere anyway. So yeah, so people are just make 2 and 2 to make 5. So whether there's going to be business involving the two clubs with somebody, I don't know. And it even got me to thinking, out of all the Arsenal players, if we were to get an Arsenal player for maybe, I don't care whether it be someone like Barkley to go to Arsenal or Hudson or somebody, who would I take? Who would I want from Arsenal? And the only one I'll probably take from the Arsenal squad is Aubameyang. I don't know if anyone else can do anything. Their defenders, anyone in their back? Louise back? No, probably not. There's another guy I'll take that's probably back up left for Saka, because Saka can play in different positions. Actually, I do like that boy Saka. So he's another one I'll be happy to get from Arsenal. Not sure of anybody else who I'd welcome into the team from that Arsenal side, actually. Lacazette, no. None of the back three centre backs. Yeah, it's a struggle. Obviously we can't include the likes of Gabriel Magalhaes, who just joined. But yeah, I don't know. Who would you have? Yeah, that's a great question, actually. Comment below if there's anyone from Arsenal, apart from Aubameyang, who's just signed a new contract. Who would you take from the Arsenal team, if to be part of the Chelsea setup? The other story I want to talk about as well is Antonio Rudiger. So this story is coming from Simon Johnson, who writes for The Athletic, and what he's saying in this piece is that with the fact that Rudiger was left out of our starting squad, or first team squad, is that he's going to be questioning his future. And it also goes on to say that Thiago Silva is going to be our number one centre back, who can add the experience at the back. And obviously, if you saw the game against Liverpool, he had a partnership of Kurt Zouma and Christensen, and we had Fikayo Tomori on the bench. So we don't know what's going to happen with Rudiger, but what we do know is that he's not, at the moment, he's not featuring in Frank Lampard's plans. The fact is, Rudiger's done his job. He's brought in our two Germans, so we kept him in as an agent. He's done his job as agent, Rudiger. So Lampard may want to get rid. But you know what? I'll keep him around the squad. I said it before, and maybe not so much in a play, to play now and again, but to settle in the two German boys that we got, because he's been here for a few years now, so we can help settle in for a season and then maybe move him on next season. But someone said that he's not going to agitate for a move, but he's going to look at the situation, and if it comes down to it that he's not going to be having game time, then he may be looking to move on, whether it be now or in January. Probably more realistically in January, because I don't think he'll move on at this moment. So would you be happy to see him go, or do you think it'll be a mistake Chelsea getting rid of Rudiger? So put your comments down there, guys. And that's the final story actually, because there's talk that Chelsea are focusing on a holding midfielder now that Mendy's kind of sorted. Declan Rice is a name that keeps coming up. There may be another name in the fray if Declan Rice proves to be too expensive. I saw somewhere as well where Chelsea want to get a big named centre back, and so maybe is somebody like, I know we've been linked before with some centre back options. So I know that Koulibaly is available because Manchester City have pulled out of the race and he's been offered to Manchester United. Is he going to prove too pricey for Chelsea at his age? Probably. So I won't. But Jimenez is one who has been looked at by Chelsea. Again, it depends on the price range as well, because he'll be Atletico Madrid will want big money for him. So that's one to keep an eye on actually. So because I could probably see one more signing coming in, whether it be a holding midfielder or another central defender. I don't know. So watch this space. So guys, so as I said, don't forget, put all your comments below, and don't forget, like, subscribe, turn on all post notifications so you'll be notified every time we make a video. Until then guys, I'll see you later. Bye bye.